4 fastest and cheapest Madden 20 Ultimate Team coins. Make sure you guys go check out my sponsor, EasyMut.com. Use code VENM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's up everybody, it's Fire here, back in another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to run a great run defense here out of the 3-4 odd formation. Now, the reason I'm in 3-4 odd is just simply because it's symmetrical, a lot of adjustments you can do, and it's just overall the best defense to stop the run this year. Even though I'm not sure if there is one, the run's super good, but I think we found one here in this 3-4 odd. Now, a couple of things to be noted before we start the video, some personnel subs I want to go over. Now, I'm going to put my user right here at the free safety. You guys see we got Harrison Smith. This is where you want to put somebody with secure tackler, tackler supreme, or enforcer, any of those chemistries here, just because that's going to be your user. You're going to be making a lot of tackles on the running back. Also, you want like a safety that plays the run pretty well here in Anthony Harris, and then just some fast linebackers overall. If you want to put another ability on a linebacker, put him right here with Eric Kendricks. Again, secure tacklers, enforcers. You want to lay those hits on those running backs. Now, the play we're going to be running is Storm Brave 1. Since I'm running stretch to the right, I'm going to run it regularly. If you run it stretch to the left, you could obviously come out and it flipped. No really difference. Now, I'm just going to head into some I-form tight, I-form wing. Some most popular run plays. Like I said, I'm going to run to the right here, just out of I-form tight. I'll head into halfback dive out of this formation as well. Now, starting out, what I'm going to do is press. Always want to press. Now, you don't want to baseline. You make sure that you don't baseline. If I baseline, look at where that safety goes. He's in a terrible spot. Now, you could just press him, but he's still a little bit off the ball from where I like, so I'm just going to unbaseline. And then you guys see he moves up a couple of steps. He's in a better position than when he was. I don't like baselining. If you do, you could do that, but it also could put your corner on the right in an awkward position as well. Anyways, next thing I'm going to do is nothing with my D-line. This is a key. A lot of people are going to pinch their D-line and try to open up those linebackers a little bit more. I like to just slant down. You could also slant outside. Now, but when I'm saying slant down, I'm just saying meaning slant inside. You guys will see why in a minute, but you could also slant outside. I prefer slanting inside though, just to open up those linebackers a little bit more. I'm also going to spread my linebackers. Speaking of that, this guy should have moved. And then I'm going to go ahead and blitz all linebackers. Now, the reason that I'm slanting inside is just to open up this guy. You guys see if I slant it outside, he's now playing a run fit inside where the guard is. If I slant down, he's playing outside where the stretch typically goes. Now, the last thing you're going to go ahead and do is just put our strong safety, in a QB spy. That's just double tap Y, A in the right stick to the left, in case you didn't know. And the reason that we're putting him in a quarterback spy is just so that now these QB spies actually just like seem to dumb out the offensive line for whatever reason, and they actually seem to play very well to where the running back's going, almost like they're manned up to him. So just a glitchy little zone right there, and it helps you shoot the gap a little bit better. Now, like I said, you're using this free safety. I like to move him down in the gap, right in between these two linebackers. So if it is stretch left, you can get there. If it's stretch right, you could easily shoot this gap. And like I said, a lot of times you will see me click off once I get into space, just because I'm trying to get that hit sick, and I'm also not trying to get like juked out super easily. So let's just snap the ball here. I'm going to use her and click off right there. Perfect example. You guys see the linebacker takes up that blocker that typically would pick me up, just because I slanted inside and spreaded my linebackers. I'm right there with my user, and I click off right before I make the tackle, so I am able to get that enforcer. If you do have enforcer, I recommend getting unfakeable, just so that if you don't click off, he could easily jukebox you for whatever reason or make a move. So start to finish, the adjustments are press, slant inside, spread linebackers, blitz all linebackers, and put A in a spy. Now, it might seem like a lot of adjustments right now, but it's not a lot of adjustments. Once you get it down, maybe for the first game, you don't know them fully, but if you are completely struggling, I would just recommend going to practice mode. You typically should be able to get these adjustments off before he even reaches the line of scrimmage. So if he's quick hiking, but a lot of times these runners are looking at the defense, flipping the play, so you could have a lot of time to set it up, in my opinion. So again, stretch, we're going to get him there. This time our linebacker shoots the gap, so it varies on what happens. You guys saw the first play, Harrison Smith was there. That play, I didn't even have to be there with my user. I could have just been running off to the left and we still would have shot the gap. So Very fortunate play right there. Like I said, that's why you kind of want an enforcer right there with your linebacker, or a tackle supreme, secure tackler. A lot of those chemistries can come into clutch, especially with defending the run. So again, I'm pressing, slanting inside, spreading those linebackers, blitzing all linebackers. Now, since I already clicked onto these linebackers, they're not going to spread out, so I'm going to have to manually put them in position, and then I'm just putting A in a spy. So if you do come out in this linebacker and then you try to spread, he won't spread. So that's why I like to just come out, clicked onto this free safety, so nothing like that happens. And again, just putting A in a quarterback spy. You don't have to like send the spy or do whatever. He's automatically going to play the run pretty well. You guys see, shooting in the backfield, we had both our linebacker. I'm actually going to go to the replay there, show you guys what happened, but it was a very great run defense right there. Watch this linebacker, Eric Kendricks. He's not even going to get touched. This fullback is trying to get to the outsides, as he does on stretch plays, and he's just not going to pick him up. He shoots through that gap beautifully, and if you have a secure tackler, that's blown up. If you have an enforcer, he's getting hit sticked. But also take a look at Anthony Harris. What I mean by the QB spy dumbing out these offensive linemen. Watch Anthony Harris. He's his free safety right here on top of Anthony Barr. But watch this. He's in a QB spy. He's going to play the run, basically like he's manned up. He's not going to get picked up by the right guard. Nope. He's not going to get picked up by the tight end. Nope. He's not going to get picked up by the fullback. Nope. He's going to come all the way around untouched. And even with Josh Jacobs breaking Eric Kendricks' tackle, he's right there. And then just in case he broke a third tackle, he has Eric Dickerson. We are right there with Harrison Smith to make a tackle. And then also this guy coming off the edge on this left side, untouched. If you have someone fast enough, and he could potentially get there as well. So that was a prime position for the run defense. I've never seen it come together that beautifully, and I had to go to the instant replay for you guys. Press, slant inside, spread linebackers, blitz all linebackers, and put A in a spy. Snap the ball here, and click off. You guys see Harrison Smith would have been there if we didn't get that suction animation with Danielle Hunter anyways, but that sort of took away from our big hit that we would have had. But again, super easy to set up. It only takes like 1, maybe 2 seconds, and super good. You guys see there, it depends. If that guy's going to pick up Eric Kendricks, then we're going to be right there with Harrison Smith. If he picks up Harrison Smith, we will be right there with Eric Kendricks. So again, set up, slant inside, press, spread linebackers, blitz all linebackers, and then just snap the ball here. You guys see, even though I sort of ran up, took a bad angle, I was still able to get there in time with Harrison Smith. Although we're not getting big hits, we're still getting tackles for loss. Now I want to show you guys the play against dive, because you might think if we're playing the outside that heavy that the dive might be wide open. That's not the case. Now slanting inside definitely does help. Now if you know he's going to dive, I wouldn't spread out those linebackers personally, just because they might still take the outside angle, leave a one-on-one with your user and a fullback. So I don't know, it's kind of risky to do that though, because it leaves the stretch wide open. I'll just show it with my linebacker spread. And then I'm still putting A in a spy. You can press, and you can move this guy in if you aren't worried about him flipping the stretch, just to play the run a little bit better. Snap the ball here, and you guys see we're there with the linebacker and our user. I actually took the wrong angle right there. I took the left. I'm not sure why I did that, but again, super effective run defense. This is just defending the stretch. Oh shoot, actually I meant to call dive right there. Hey, we're able to make a hit stick with Harrison Smith. Anyways, you guys see the stretch defense in action. So again, I'm slanting inside. Let's just call this against dive. See if we can shoot a gap now. Dive, you're not too worried about, but you guys see, look at that, boom. His fullback is going to pick up our linebacker just because he's shooting through untouched. That's going to leave us with a one-on-one with Harrison Smith in the backfield. I'll show you guys that one more time before we head into like a different formation. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to pinch. Our linebackers right there. I'm not sure. I tried to spread them out. Alright, move him right about here. And then we are good to go. You guys see, the good thing about this linebacker right here is that he's actually playing the inside anyways, even though Kendricks is playing the outside still. He is still going to play the inside zone, which is pretty good. I'll shoot him in stretch again. And since I was a terrible user by me, I was expecting him to run dive, obviously. But I still shouldn't have sold out all the way. Alright, let's just get a quick dive here. Right there with my user, and we put him to the ground very easily. So that's the dive defense. You can pretty much call the same exact play, but you're just playing the inside gap with your user rather than cutting it to the outside. Let's head into an I-form wing here. See if we can shoot that gap. It should be able to work the exact same, just potentially you have to play the outside a little bit more just because you know he's not really cutting it inside as much, especially in this I-form wing. So again, press, slant inside, spread linebackers, and blitz all linebackers. Again, I clicked onto this guy, so he's not going to move out. Putting A in a spy. Now, something out of this I-form wing I like to do is blitz this outside corner on the right, just because we're not worried about a tight end burning us over the top, really. We still have our user in case he goes to the pass, and we don't really have to worry about that left side, especially if you have a good man press corner. So I like to blitz him just because he's going to shoot off that gap sometimes and be able to play the stretch really well. Here you guys see with, oh shoot, I took a terrible angle right there. That was my fault. I was expecting him to cut it inside. He didn't. So you have to be very careful with your user against some of these sets, especially if you're blitzing that corner. He's not going to contain as well as he typically would. So again, I'm just going to play the outside fully. Our linebackers will clear up that. If you are super worried, you can always strafe up in the gap just so that you don't catch yourself in a position like I did on that first run. But super simple defense. Like I said, in this I-form wing, I'm playing the outside way more. I'm able to shoot around that fullback very easily and get a hit stick. If you have a super athletic safety, this shouldn't really be a problem. Just running around these guys. And even in this I-form wing, it's still a very effective run defense. So again, I'm still shooting outside. I missed the gap right there again, but that is just my user being bad. I'm not sure. I've just been practicing against this I-form tight more. Now you can also try to slant outside because the risk of these guys moving out is a little bit less. So you can always slant outside with your D-line if you're getting completely killed. You guys see right there, I'm able to make a tackle. So you can just see what works. If one way is working better, you can always try that. Let's head into our last run, this ISO. Run our same setup. And just shoot the gap here on this ISO. It should be relatively easy. I accidentally got stuck on the offensive line there, but if we didn't, we would have had an easy gap shot right to him. And a lot of times, like I said, these two linebackers can come in clutch. Wilson and Brothers, they can actually come out, shoot the gap. Here again, I'm accidentally in this stupid stretch I meant to be in dive. Show you guys one last time though. The video's already running a little bit long. Slant inside, spread linebackers, blitz all linebackers, press, quarterback spy. You guys see I'm right there with my user. Linebacker came through anyway. So overall, great run defense. I definitely recommend you guys go try it if you haven't already. Make sure to drop a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well for some more Fire Madden 20 content. You guys keep showing support on these videos, and I will continue to upload them for you guys. So also toss me a follow on Twitter. I will leave my link down below in the description. Go check that out. I update my channel on there a little bit more than I do here, so definitely go follow me on there. And peace. I'm out of here.